What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how some narcissistic people get a high from triggering you on purpose, get a high from getting an emotional reaction from you. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. So yes, sometimes narcissistic people do get a high from causing a physical reaction or getting somebody else to react to something that they are doing. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I actually have narcissistic personality disorder. So yes, as a narcissist, I've actually experienced this phenomenon right here, where getting somebody to react to something that I'm saying to them, getting somebody to have a huge reaction to something small I say to them, makes me feel like I'm in control of that person. Because I feel like if I can trigger this person, I can control that person. So that's why I tell a lot of people, when you're dealing with narcissists, your greatest power against a narcissist, one of your greatest powers, is controlling your reactions. Because if they cannot trigger you, they cannot control you. So if a narcissist can use their words to get a physical or huge emotional reaction from you, they do feel like they're in control of you. And sometimes they'll get a high from that. And sometimes if you're yelling and screaming at them, it could actually turn them on and make them want to sleep with you. So sometimes if a narcissist makes you cry, they might actually try to take you to the bedroom, because that feeling of control is something else. So yeah, welcome back. And it is absolutely true that some narcissistic people, some toxic people, will get a high from triggering you on purpose. That's just the way it goes sometimes, y'all. I know people are going to say, well, Lee, that just makes them sadistic. Lee, that makes them look crazy. That just, so they feel good for driving us crazy. Yes, some narcissists absolutely feel good for driving you crazy. Feel good from being able to get you to react to something that they are doing to you. If y'all hear my voice kind of off, y'all had a dental surgery this morning, like a root canal type thing, and I can't really move my top lips, but I'm still talking. I'm still spitting that knowledge. And my mic is picking it up, so I don't have to talk as loud. But yeah, so the narcissists, some narcissists and toxic people will absolutely get a high from it. If you couldn't read the text on the screen, it says, I'm curious, does it make you feel a sense of power or control to cause an emotional reaction in another person? So me personally, I used to, yeah, definitely. Depending on how I felt, if I was in a bad mood, it would make me feel powerful to be able to put somebody else in a bad mood, if that makes sense. Because a lot of times a narcissistic person can't control their own emotions. It gives them a sense of power and control to be able to control somebody else's, to be able to get somebody else to react to something that they're doing to them. Yes, some narcissistic people absolutely like that. They just absolutely do. They absolutely do. If y'all hear some jingling in the background, my dog is right here, y'all. I know I had my daughter. I was holding my daughter in the video yesterday, and people said, "You need to parent your daughter. I feel sorry for your daughter." So if I put my dog in the video, are y'all tell me to stop the video and tend to my dog or parent my dog better? Y'all, some people are just weird. Like, you need to parent your child. I'm gonna pray for your daughter, because shut the hell up, y'all. Being weird. Like, no, I can take the insults to me. Don't talk about my fucking kids. Don't do that. Y'all be weird as shit doing that. Lee, you cuss. Yep. Don't do that. It's weird. I'll just hide you from the comments. Your comments will never be seen again. So there you go. So back to the topic at hand. Some narcissistic people will get a high from triggering you on purpose. They will say, like, some of them will absolutely. A lot of narcissistic people want to get to the point where they are, where they're feeling good. Like, they want to get to the point where they can control your emotional state. They have control over everything about you. Because narcissistic people, like myself, a lot of times I'm not in control of my emotional reactions. So I want to control the emotional reactions of people around me, like my significant others, my kids, sometimes like that. So if you have a narcissist in your life that is messing with you, they will absolutely try to push your buttons. And if they're in a bad mood and you're in a good mood, they're going to try to bring you down. They are. They're going to try to control your emotional state, because why do you get to be happy when they are sad? Like, why do you get to be, in a good mood when they're in a bad mood? Why do you get to be loving and caring when they can't do that? I'm just telling you, narcissistic people are going to resent you for being able to do the things that for you being able to do the things naturally that we just can't do a lot of times. Like, we can do it, but it's tough for us to do the same thing. So it's hard for us. So they're going to try to trigger you on purpose. So that's why I said at the end of the video, the little shorts, the video, the YouTube short, TikTok, whatever, like, some narcissistic people if you cry in front of them, it'll get them angry. Some of them, they'll get angry. And some of them will absolutely try to clap your cheeks when you are crying. They will just will. Or they try to put it on you when you are crying because they did that to you. I did this. I'm in control of this person. I caused such an emotional reaction in this person that I triggered this person. I was able to trigger this person and they're crying now. And the tears make you look hot. So if somebody ever tells you you're so pretty when you cry, or somebody ever tries to sleep with you when you're crying, that person has something going on with them. It's like sometimes it's like a kink. It's like a narcissistic kink. It's like a kink in their damn neck. But instead, you know how you get a kink in your neck? They have a kink in their pants, and when they want to when you start crying in front of them, they want to unleash that kink onto you. So I'm just telling you, you have to protect yourself against some narcissistic people because like some narcissists are sadists. Some sadistic, narcissistic people get pleasure in causing you pain. They just do. Sometimes it's physical pain. Sometimes it's emotional pain. They just get pleasure from doing either or. So you as a toxic, I was about to say you as a toxic person, you as a survivor, victim, thriver, whatever stage you're in dealing with a narcissist, you have to controlling your reactions is going to be some of your greatest powers against a narcissist. I know y'all hear me say that all the time because I feel like I have to reiterate it all the time. Controlling your reactions is going to be one of your greatest, if not the greatest power that you have against narcissistic people. It just is. Because if they can trigger you, they can control you. And if they can control you, they feel like they have power over you. And power over you, power over you means power over every single aspect of your life. If they cannot trigger you, they cannot control you. But they're like, I call it the trigger book. They'll go through the trigger book. They'll flip the pages of the trigger book to try to find something that triggers you. If one trigger doesn't work, they'll go to another one. If talking about your mom doesn't work, they'll talk about your dad. Talk about your dad doesn't work, they'll talk about your grandma. Talk about your grandma doesn't work, they'll talk about your lack of education. Talk about your lack of education doesn't work, they'll go for something else. They're going to try to go through all the triggers to get something to get you to react. If they can't trigger you, watch out for the rage, y'all, because they'll get mad. If you're not reacting to them, they'll get mad as hell at you. Like, lady, how do we win against this? This is your life. I'm just telling you, if you don't want to leave or you can't leave, you have to find ways to deal with them. You know your person better than I do. I can't give you a one-size-fits-all information on how to deal with this person because that doesn't work. You know what I mean? It just absolutely doesn't work. I cannot give you a one-size-fits-all anything to deal with a narcissistic person because it just absolutely will not work. Because it might not, what works for one narcissist might not work for another narcissist. So I can't give you a one-size-fits-all. I just feel like you know your person. Because some people might get physically violent. When they feel like they can't control you mentally, they'll get physically violent on you. You know what I mean? But yeah, some of them get an emotional, they get a high from causing you to react to the things that they're doing. If you react to them, it gives them a high. I know people don't want to hear that. Really, that sucks. Like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like this. But again, if you're with this person, this is kind of, you know what I mean? This is kind of how it goes sometimes. If you're going to stay in a long-term relationship with a narcissist or toxic person, this might be your life. You know what I mean? This might be your life. So some of them will actually absolutely take pleasure. You'll see them too. Like, a lot of times they call it duper's delight or whatever. When they trick you, they'll smirk. When they hurt you, they'll smirk sometimes. Sometimes the smirk is uncontrollable. But I just saw my battery about to go there, y'all. So stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. And as always, Mental Illness is out. Come to the live in-person meetup in Durham, North Carolina, July 23rd, 2022. Because I know y'all might be seeing this video later. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. Mental Illness is out. Peace.